Hi everybody, I thought I'd have a go at making a quick illustration vlog. Hopefully it might be the start of a series, but we shall see how it goes. You know what these things are like. So anyway, I thought I'd make a quick vlog about mixing up old school and new school techniques of creating illustrations. Now, as someone who's used to do illustrations before the digital era, one technique I used to use would be you could take photographs of yourself modelling in the pose that you want, send the film off to get developed, get the film back, and then you can trace those pictures. So I've got his on Photoshop. There's a picture of me modelling for an illustration I then did later, which came out like that. So that's a scan of a pencil illustration. And the point I wanted to make about this, about mixing up old and new, is this great thing about how you can, in the old days you would trace your photograph and then flip the paper over and scribble on the back to transfer that line. And then of course it would be a mirror image, so you might have to do it more than once. Whereas today you can flip your image in Photoshop and print that out and then trace it, so you haven't got to be looking, or because also in the past you would have to put your photograph on a piece of glass with a light bulb behind it, or on a window so you could see the image through to the reverse side and then trace that. And then when you flipped it, it wasn't a mirror image of the one you wanted, if you see what I mean. So that is all not a problem anymore. And also the other fantastic thing about Photoshop is even once you've taken your photograph and traced it and got the image how you want, you can of course then change the scale and then reprint it off and redraw a line with pencil. And so what I'm doing down here is where I took that's a printout of the pencil drawing which I flipped. I then followed all these lines with a soft pencil, then flipped it over, can you see? I don't know, and put it on the paper and scribbled to leave a transfer. So now I can work on a much bigger illustration, and that was a lot easier than it used to be.